Hey everybody, we're in for quite a treat this time. We have a special guest star right here in the studio today. Who is it and what does he do? Well, he doesn't wear a cape, but he has been known as Superman. Stick around, let's find out. Hey everybody, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here. You know you're a great real estate agent by your side when it comes time to buy a home, sell a home, or even relocate right here to the Treasure Valley. And so if you are buying a home, or oftentimes if you're selling a home, you need that place cleaned up to get top dollar. And we've seen it many, many times. And today our special guest star is Nick Ringo with Lana Property Services. And he is a deep cleaning home detailing machine. Nick, hi, how you doing?
Good.
Wow, thanks for stopping by the studio today. This is quite a treat because I know the great work that you do. And I know people out there, they need to know about it. So tell me a little bit about what you do. And then Nick was kind enough to bring some pictures, some before and after pictures that are just going to knock your socks off. So Nick, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, it's a family-owned operated company. We've been doing this for 30 years. So we know what we're doing. We get houses ready to rent or sale, painting, cleaning, carpet cleaning, some maintenance, deep cleaning. We can make these houses look brand new, even though they're not remodeled, and save people a lot of money. And these pictures that he'll show will explain some of that.
Absolutely. So I have used Nick on some different deals that I've had, and he really takes what would be like a lost cause, and he brings it back. We had one that the place was built in the mid-'70s, and all the bathroom fixtures, they're all from the mid-'70s with just years and years of mineral buildup. And then we had one just recently where the owner, who had been a smoker inside the house for just years and years and years, and that was just dripping, the smell. I mean, you drive down the street, you could almost smell it. It was so bad. And Nick came in, worked his magic, and he doesn't just cover up the smell. He got rid of the smell. Got the walls, the ceilings, the floors, obviously, and then every little nook and cranny, like in the cabinets. So, but we'll take a look at it in a little bit. But I'm more interested in Nick. So you've been doing this for 30 years. This is not your first rodeo.
Oh, no. There's nothing we can't save unless, there's some things you have to replace, but we've saved people a lot of money not having to replace stuff. So there's I can't begin to tell you that a lot of people don't have money. They put down on a house, they want to buy a house, move. That's all their money, right, is to be able to move it in the house, put the down payment, and they want to replace stuff. Right. They can't afford to. I can make that stuff look brand new. And if a seller's selling a house, the same thing. They don't have the money they need to sell the house. They don't have the money to update everything. That's where I come in. I can come in and make that stuff look brand new most of the time. And
so Nick isn't just talking about, coming in there and cleaning and going home. He comes in there and we'll do a deep clean, a detail clean on, say, the oven and the whole stove, behind the stove, under it, next to the cabinets. So he's not just wiping it down and moving on. Another thing that Nick does is I've seen him take countertops that were just nasty, that really could have been replaced, but he has a system where he comes in and he reglazes that. He does a very similar thing with, say, tubs and sinks. And it's not just cleaning, but it's so much more.
You can have someone like a mall-made kind of company come in, and they're going to do dust down and just
and they're probably clean. Good for like your weekly come by the house.
Yeah, but if you want something professionally deep cleaned and brought back to look as new as can be and be satisfied with that's what we do. I mean, we do the deepest thing we can to save people money.
Right. And bring value for sellers.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, without having to repaint. This one house I just recently did really should have been painted because the smell was so bad. You could see stuff rolling right off the walls, the nicotine. It was just terrible. However, it was deep cleaned, all the walls, baseboards, ceilings, doors, and you do not smell any cigarette smoke in the house.
And you didn't repaint.
And with no paint. with no paint.
Now, I
So-
think part of that was because instead of a flat paint, it was a semi-gloss.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's not always going to work out that way, but in
Right.
this case,
Yeah, because with the semi-gloss, you can spray cleaner and just wipe. There's a lot of scrubbing and cleaning, but if it was a flat type paint, yeah, it's not very likely you're going to get rid of
Right.
it without painting. But we paint exterior houses. We do exterior, interior. We do the glazing. We do the deep cleaning. We do some maintenance. We do carpet cleaning. We do some hauling.
right.
Um,
And you
just-
recently got a brand new carpet cleaner system.
Yeah, yeah, we do. We
So
got a
you
new
can do
system,
that
so
too.
we do dry clean method, which means we can clean the carpet if you're living in there, what have you, and it can be dry within an hour to walk on.
That's
And the steam clean method too. So there's all kinds of options.
wow. Well, let's not keep people in suspense. Let's
Yeah.
check out some of these pictures.
Yeah, look at them.
So this is that shower from that house. I want to say it was built in 1974,
Right.
out in the country on well water, and that's those mineral deposits that just built up. And I mean, you're the buyer. You're coming into that. What are you thinking?
Brand new shower. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, but I don't have the money to do that. So what am I going to do? Well, this next picture will show, call Lana Property Services, and you'll see what happened. That's the
Man.
same shower.
That thing is just shining like a. Well, I can't say it in mixed company, but
Yeah, and that wasn't a glazing or nothing. That was just a deep, long cleaning service, and it looked brand new when we were done. I do believe they still have the same shower today, don't
They
they?
absolutely
Without
do.
having to remodel it. And I think, what, 4 years, 5 years?
has it been
ago?
that long? Wow.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So that was an absolute transformation right there. So now here's someone that has a sink.
Yeah,
And
that-
it looks okay. It looks dirty and crummy, but
Well, believe it or not, that sink, the whole place was supposedly clean before they called my company, but that was supposedly what they called clean after the other cleaning company came in.
so
So,
somebody else came in and said, "Oh, we'll
Yeah.
give you a much better price."
and they said that's the best. That's the best that can be cleaned. Well,
that-
after Lana did it, the next picture will show that's clean,
My goodness,
and that's the same sink.
that's the same sink. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
That's a brand new sink right there.
Sure appears to be.
And they said that the other people said that that was clean.
Yeah, as clean as they can get it. Yeah.
Wow. All righty. So, ooh, that looks kind of.
Yeah, same thing. So that was a process. It was actually, that was all being cleaned right there. So it looked a lot worse. The fixtures were caked with so much calcium and deposits that they were like white chunks everywhere.
Yeah.
So you'll see what happened afterwards, after it was cleaned by my company. Everything looks brand new.
It does look brand new. The chrome
Yes, it-
shines like brand.
Yeah.
There's no little flaws or anything.
Right. I mean, we'll take faucets apart and everything just to get them clean the right way. You just can't wipe stuff and think it's clean. And you have to use the right chemicals. If you put a certain chemical on there that people use to clean, or those stuff I use, you have to time it right because it can decay and ruin the fixtures. So you have to know how long to let it sit. So a lot of people don't know that, but that looked brand new when it was done.
Wow. Oh, so tell me about this situation.
So we did a whole school. It was a preschool, an elementary school. Now it's a preschool, and we renovated this whole school. This is one of the classrooms, and they have many classrooms and bathrooms. So there was yellow countertops that had holes in the wall behind where the paper's up. And long story short, we reglazed it, repainted stuff. We put trim in the back for backsplash, and this you'll see. Yeah, it was in bad shape, and the sinks. So when we were done, I do believe the next picture, you can see we put a backsplash there, and that's the ending product of that
Wow.
school classroom.
And that little touch there with the tile.
Yeah.
And
And then we put the backsplash
Expanded.
and glazed it.
man,
Yeah.
that is pretty awesome.
Thank you.
So what did the people that have this this preschool, what did they think about this?
Oh, they were very happy. We had, in fact, they had the grand opening when they cut the tape and the whole thing, and everyone was there, all the teachers, and they insisted that we were there for the grand opening. And they, gave us wine, champagne, and it was nice to be included in that, not just be someone that was paid to do a job. They were so happy they wanted us there for the ribbon cutting ceremony.
And if I'm not mistaken, don't you sometimes, obviously you put out a bid, and it's not the cheapest one because what you do is not what Molly Maids does.
No.
But then don't you have such satisfied clients that they sometimes give you a generous tip?
Oh yeah, if we get to one point, we did this. And when we get to the antique tub, that is the bathroom, one of the bathrooms at the school. So that was in the middle of it. It looked worse than that. So we were priming everything and getting it ready, and that's the finishing product of that, the boys' bathroom.
Wow.
In one of the school classrooms.
That was a big project for you.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just you. You can scale up if you have a bigger one like this because you have people you trust. That,
the bigger the job, the more people I would have to help me, you know. That's a bathtub. That's the after picture. I don't know if we have the before picture of that. Yeah, that's the before picture. This is a client that did not have the money to, and that was chipped and just disgusting, and they didn't have the money to put a new tub in because they're going to put a new floor and everything. They just had no budget. So
this isn't just dirty, but some of the enamel is chipped
it's chipped and not just dirty. And so they didn't have the money have some contractor come and redo the bathroom. So we brought it to date. It needs a new floor, of course. We didn't do that yet, but that's the tub.
So the chips, you kind of fill those in?
Yeah, like a car body work. You fill in the chips and sand it, just like you're prepping a car for paint. And then after that, you spray it with the glaze. And then once they put the new floor and everything, and it looked pretty beautiful.
So compared to what you did to redoing the whole bathroom, these people saved thousands.
Oh, yeah. Actually, the tile was so clean after too. This is just a cabinet. I think that might be part of a kitchen cabinet that they didn't have the money. They wanted new cabinets, but didn't have the money. But they said, "Can you save the wood?" So this is the before and after.
Especially like if it's near the sink and it doesn't have handles, so your hands are wet.
Right.
You go to open it, and then after a while, it just looks crummy.
Yeah. So we brought that back to this. So. They were pretty happy with that.
Oh my gosh, you just saved them so much money.
Yeah, and it looked just beautiful. And they were pretty happy with that.
Wow. What about this next one?
This is the big one. Now, this is the one. This house was built in the 1800s. It was what do they call that?
The clawfoot tub?
Yeah.
It's a historical district?
A historical district house, and it couldn't be torn down. So they bought the house, and she loved the clawfoot tub, wanted to keep it. So she figured she couldn't, so she's going to remodel the whole bathroom. I told her, well, why don't you let me glaze it first? She goes, what about all these pipes? Because the pipes go all over to the ceiling. They're like in the 1800s. I said, trust me, I'll bring this to brand new, and if you don't like it, you don't have to pay me for it, and you can remodel your bathroom.
So this is all from the 1800s?
Yes. And the tub was all chipped and all the brass was just gone. She didn't think we could do it. So I told her, let me do this. And we did this. And there it is now. Ooh. And there's a couple behind that. And all they did was put new countertops and sink and a new floor. And they kept the bathroom. And she's so happy with her tub. And that's the end results.
Wow, that shines like it's 125, 30 years newer.
Yeah, it's amazing. They were very, very happy, and that's it too.
My goodness,
a lot of work, but
and now this is a lady that was so thrilled with the job that you did.
Oh yeah.
And she gave you a nice tip.
Big tip on top of the price the whole job was, because we did the whole cleaning of the house, glazed it, painted it.
Right.
And then she, very, very generous bonus. She was so happy with the bathroom.
That is just awesome.
Thank you.
Man. So, and these are just a few. I know that on most of your jobs, you do take the befores and the afters.
Yeah. I don't care if it's for rental or for sale. Any of our jobs we do, we take pictures before and after, and then email them to our clients so they have records of everything.
Well, I'm glad you brought up rental, because if I'm a property manager out there and I know that if my house looks its best, I'm going to be able to get the highest rent possible for my homeowners that I'm working for. And I mean, also, if the house looks like a dump, the tenants that come in, they're going to see that, and I'm guessing that they would probably not treat it as well as if the house looked like it was in brand new condition.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not going to want to rent it. When anyone wants an apartment or whatever, it's still where you're going to live, and you want to be happy with what you're paying rent for, because rent's not easy to pay no matter where you live. It's just, you're not buying the property, you're just like renting it. So you want it to be the best for your buck.
So you work with several property managers that keep you pretty busy on the turnover cleaning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're a property manager out there and you're seeing this, it's like, give Nick a call. I mean, I'm sure that, you could go out and do it yourself and save some bucks, but Nick doesn't cost you money. He brings you value. And that's what I've experienced many times over with the stuff that he's done for our people. And I'm looking at your Facebook place up here, and that little setup that you do with the card and the flower. You did that for one of my people that, as a closing gift, Maureen and I had Nick come out and clean the place up before our people got here. They were busy driving that U-Haul up from some other state. And when they walked in, that's the first thing they saw right there. That and the beautifully clean house.
You want someone to come in. It's nice to come in and feel like you're appreciated and that you're welcome. That this is this classy feeling. It's like a hotel when you walk in when we're done. Like we put sanitary labels on the toilets and mints on the counter, a welcome thing, and I don't know, just to make people feel like they're respected and you know.
So Google reviews. I've seen a couple of your Google reviews. What's your Google average? Is it like 3.5?
No, it's 5. Everybody says, how is 5 possible? You must have a bunch of friends and family. No, that's not true. If you look at them, they're mostly homeowners, property managers, real estate agents, and those are legitimate 5-star ratings. So if you go on my Google, which I would like you to do, and look up some of those reviews.
And they're always happy, and I've never heard of anybody that has done a callback or anything like that.
No. I don't, for one thing, I don't get callbacks, and I'm very proud of that. And also the reason being because I don't accept payment and I don't leave a job until the client comes and walks through the unit with me before they even get an invoice. So if there's anything they can touch, I walk through the property, it's fixed right then and there.
That's
we never get any complaints.
Wow. Well, I'd complain because you don't get to spend any time at home with the family.
Yeah, but it's part of life,
Right.
It's about, and I take a lot of pride in what we do. It's like I named this business after my mother. She was very proud of it. And, I just treat every client, whether you can be not a big client or a little client, it don't matter. Everyone gets the same quality of service, whether it's a small job, a big job, that you get the same quality of service. And I treat all properties like I'm going to be living in them. Mm-hmm. This is what I'd want. So, and I'm proud of that, and that's why our ratings are high, and it'll always stay that way.
Absolutely. Gosh, and so we're over here on your Facebook page, and if people want to come to this, there's going to be a link down in the description. But you have pictures, you have your contact information here.
Yes,
yep,
sir.
that is a California number, so it's not 208, it's 408.
Right.
You came from California, huh?
Yeah, all my life I came here. My mama lived here, and that's why I moved here. Been here about 6 years, and all those Google reviews are just from Idaho. They're not the California ones, so I note that.
So we got tons of pictures that people can come and
lots
check
of pictures,
out.
lots of pictures.
Oh my gosh, that school that was
a big project.
I mean, it was a legit.
Yeah, and we had a deadline too to meet.
Right.
Yeah, we had a deadline and we made that. Yeah, real close. We did it, and they were real happy.
So I'm just looking through some of these, and there's so many big changes that you've made. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah, that's the clawfoot tub too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just awesome. Because those tubs, if you go to an antique store, they're got to be like,
oh yeah,
super expensive.
For sure.
Man, well, anyway, I invite everybody to go out and check out this Facebook page, check out those pictures. And if you need some work done, you're not sure that you want to do it yourself, because it does take time. Mm-hmm. Nick's got the experience, the time, the know-how to get it done as quickly as possible at the best possible results. And he doesn't cost you money; he brings you value. It's just unbelievable. So, Nick, what else can you tell us?
Oh, I give first responder senior discounts.
First responders.
Senior
Oh, do you have to be a senior first responder?
Either or.
Oh, okay. So you could be a senior or a first responder,
Yeah.
and you give them a discount.
Yes, sir. Just mention that when you call for the job, and we'll give you a discount.
My goodness, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Wow. So your heart's in the right place,
Always.
and I'm at a loss for words because I've had Nick work on many of my clients' properties, and I've actually had him come out and work on my house before too, because Mrs. Treasure Valley Dave does a pretty good job, but she can't hold a candle to Nick.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, as cleaning, cooking, maybe it's different. My goodness. Do you have any outstanding stories or any last thoughts you'd like to leave with us?
If I did, we'd be here too long. You guys would shut the tube off by now because but they're all good stories about my business. I just know that I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I treat your properties like I'd want mine to be, and I give my heart and my soul to every one of my clients, and I'm very proud of the work I do.
And so, Nick doesn't just do Nampa and Meridian, but he does Boise. Didn't you recently do some in Ontario?
Yeah, well, I didn't know I was going to be on Ontario. I got the address. I thought it was Payette. By the time I got there, it said, "Welcome to Oregon." I'm like, "Oh, I'm working in Oregon today." I didn't know that. And so
right.
But yeah, I do most Treasure Valley. I guess I would go into Oregon to a point, but I do.
That was for a property manager.
Yeah,
right?
That was a property manager. But if it was an owner, I'd go there too.
Okay.
Just, I've been known to go out of my way. So
yeah.
I'll go, the distance, and that comes the extra little money because that's a long distance.
Right.
But, I've had calls, people wanting me to fly out of state, New York, and places that seen some of these pictures. I'm thinking I can't do that. I have to focus here, but that's a compliment, though.
Yeah, it absolutely is, man. Well, thank you guys for stopping by, and Nick's media guy put together a nice little video to kind of give you a taste. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here at the end. And also going to put a link to that video down in the description. So you can send that to somebody that needs to see that. Maybe you work for a property manager, or maybe you're going to be selling your house. Go ahead and check out that video. Check out Nick's Facebook page here. And please feel free to give him a call and see what he can do for you. He'd be glad to come out.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. God bless everybody. Thank you.
And if you want to know more about what it's like to live here in the Treasure Valley, I put together this video right here. So go ahead and check it out. And we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you, Dave.
See you, Nick.
You too.